Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Future content, and today in this video we are looking at Universal Hero ABX, basically Wanda versus Ghost Rider. You can say that. Although there is one catch that I don't think the title might justify the runs that I'm gonna show you, and of course there's a reason for that. Anyways, and actually I do have a surprise run for you all that you guys all can try. Although this is how my Ghost Rider looks like on the account. Everything, all the stats are actually maxed out. He does have quite a few Odin's Blessings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Odin's Blessing, including 2 of those magic double energy attack. So okay, I would say. All the skills are level 6, Type Enhancement rank 3, Power of Angel stage 12, CTP of Rage, and a Mythic Uniform with all the uniform options here. So he's built quite good, not like crazy, but yes, he's good. For Wanda, well, I would say all the stats are yes maxed out. There's one more difference which I'll tell you. She does not have any Odin's blessings on her. Rolled for critical damage, 4th gear. All skills are level 6. We'll talk about the rotation. Rank 4 type enhancement, and then we do have overdrive stage 12 with a CDP of judgment. Now, I do believe and I think that if I had a rage, the score would have been better because a mighty judgment for Wanda or a rage for Wanda, they're kind of like similar. Rage hits very hard in the later phases when you go over that 8 million mark or something. So it does help you out a lot. And of course, we do have Mythic Uniform with all the uniform options. And for the cards that we're looking at, so we do have 105 point well, a few percent, 105.8% energy attack on the cards and the proc as well, but the, well, not like crazy. So yes, if the Wanda had rage, it would have been way better. For the Ghost Rider rotation for everyone, 5 will go once he throws that fireball. 4, of course, 5 cancel 4, cancel here into third skill. So 5 cancel 4 cancel 3, and then 2 let it blast, and then 1. Okay. For the second time, you'll go 5, and then we'll go tier 3, cancel tier 3 here. As soon as the you see the fire on the ground, cancel that. 4 skill, and then 2 1, of course. There will be times there that you will not have your third skill available because of the weird cooldown. It has like 30-second cooldown. Which is crazy. So it only comes around every 2 rotations. So he's gonna be fun. It's really easy rotation. Now Wanda is actually way more easier as well. So we'll go 2 cancel 4 5 3. That is the rotation that we have been using, right? And then we go of course. You can see the first skill. You can use the first skill right there. So when you use the first skill, you can see it throws those bombs. Well, not those bombs, those chaotic energies. If you cancel it here, right? If you cancel it right here, you will see it still does that. You don't really have to use the first skill totally. You don't have to use the first skill fully, okay? So we'll go 2 cancel 1, 5 4 3 or 4 5 3, and then we'll go 4 cancel 3. Of course, again, we'll go 2 1 5 4 3 or 2 1 4 5 3, whatever you wanna use that kind of does the same damage. Then of course we can go 4 cancel 3, get the proc on the third skill, 1 second or 2 seconds left on the proc, tier 3 skill, 2 cancel 1 cancel 4 5 3 or 2 cancel 1 cancel 5 4 3. That is kind of rotation. So basically, if I talk about Wanda, it's gonna be 2 1 5 4 3 or 2 1 4 5 3, then 4 3, get the proc on the third skill, let it run, 2 seconds left on the proc, tier 3 skill, cancel when she pounds the ground, and then 2 1 5 4 3. So it's pretty easy, and the silence for Wanda is actually on both 5th and 4th, so it's not really gonna be hard to cancel the roars. So let's try a run. So we'll go 2 cancel 4 5 3. Yes, I did not know that I had to use the first skill in the first place, to be honest, by the way. I did try this using that first skill in between sometimes, and I kind of end up with the same score, so maybe I just need a better run. So this is how we are looking at right now. I'm just skipping the first skill right now because I recorded this run before finding out that I can just cancel that first skill halfway through, or maybe just like after like half a second, not even half a second actually. So that's why I did not use that in this run with the rotation. So it's not really gonna make like a huge difference. You can try that if you get a better score. I kind of did not get a better score. I think that's because of the procs. So as long as you get the procs right, you're not really gonna hurt. Now, I'm gonna save my fourth skill. I'm not using it. I could have used it. I think I should have used it. I think that's why I did not really score that much as I should have. So, anyways, that's okay. So, for this rotation, the rotation is changed, and sometimes it will happen in between the runs. So, I think using the fourth skill right there was gonna be a better idea, which I missed. Although there's one more thing right before the roar, every single time you use the fifth and fourth skill, the fifth and fourth have silence, right? So they can silence the beast and he can actually go for the roar halfway through your damaging. So you will lose all that damage because of that iframe. Well, because of that phase where the beast is invincible, you can say that. Anyways, so she does great. Wanda is amazing, and I did say that she's gonna be the meta for the silence and the paralysis season for the universal hero ABX, better than Ghost Rider. And of course, Ghost Rider takes the place and takes the crown on the burn season, right? But there's one catch. If you are running a rage, then only I think that is possible, unless you are running a mighty judgment, to be honest. If you are running a mighty judgment type amplification on your Wanda, then surely she will outscore your Ghost Rider on kind of like the similar build base, right? Secondly, if you do have a judgment, normal one, just like I have right now on this account, she will not really surpass Ghost Rider. No, with a normal judgment, she will not surpass Ghost Rider. I think it kind of also depends on your cards, how they look like. Maybe to for the judgment to work properly, if they have like a bunch of peers and stuff. So PS does affect ABX, by the way. For all of you guys think that it doesn't work, it does work in ABX, but it's just that it might not be noticeable until unless you have a bunch of them. So I only have 2% peers. I only have a normal judgment. The generates are nice, but I think I'm gonna need a judgment with a mighty tamp amplification to beat out this Ghost Rider. And of course, if I had a rage, I think I can score easily way more than what I'm scoring right now. You can see that the score is barely moving with a normal judgment. 8.6 with this run. So not really crazy score, to be honest. What I'm gonna show you now is crazy. So Satana lead, use the Satana skills. You can see those purple markers on top of the beast bars. That is the buff that you need to apply. So every single time you use Satana without the uniform or with the uniform, this is gonna be the best team up for your Ghost Rider, by the way. All right. The Ghost Panther lead and Nova is not gonna be the best for this season. That is gonna be the best for the other seasons actually. But just like the Ancient One buff, like we use with Doctor Strange, we go to the Beast, use the third skill, switch to Doctor Strange. That is the exact same buff that we are applying here. And similarly, like we used to do in Black Cat, remember, with Mystique to for actually a better score on those on that season before. So that's kind of like the same buff. Now, one more thing that I would like to say about Satana: any skill, whatever you use, has a 25% chance to apply this buff, because this buff, or whatever you want to call it, debuff buff, whatever you call it, this is actually on the tier 2 passive of Satana. That 25% chance when attacking, it will apply the buff. Okay, so it's only a 25% chance. It can mess you up. It took me like 5 tries to get this, but I just restarted after like 5 seconds, seeing that it's just not applying. So if it does not apply in like 2 seconds, I just switch, because you are basically just wasting 1 or 2 seconds extra for your damage that you can do with Ghost Rider. So I like to swap that. If you are using Satana without the uniform, I would say use the second skill to do this. Okay, the fifth skill takes a bit time to deal damage. So if it does not hit you, or if it hits late, the beast, it will apply the buff late, right? Second skill is the fastest on the without uniform Satana, no uniform Satana, normal. And the fifth skill, I would say, is the fastest and has a lot of hits on Satana with the uniform to apply that buff. So you can do that. Of course, having the uniform is gonna give you an upper hand, because she's gonna give you 70% fire damage increase, which is crazy for Ghost Rider. So yeah, that's that for the Ghost Rider. Now, a few things. Now, people say, is there a fixed rotation for Ghost Rider? No. Is there a fixed rotation for Luna? Not really. And the reason actually there is no fixed rotation is every single time, or maybe I should say as you go through, as you progress through the run in the ABX for Ghost Rider, because of the fifth skill, because of the third skill cooldown, because that's a 30-second cooldown on that third skill, which comes up every 15 seconds if you have max skill cooldown. So you can use that skill every 2 rotations, right? That kind of messes up the things because you can only use it once every 2 rotations. So that kind of changes the rotations. And during the run, because of the proc, sometimes I try to hold the tier 3 skill sometimes. And one more thing, yes, try to not hold a tier 3 skill if you can. But hold it sometimes if you feel like the proc is not even there or there's not any sales. Anyways, well, almost 9.3 million, 9.28 million solo Ghost Rider. Now the third run that I want to show you is actually the swap play between him, Wanda and Ghost Rider. So go for Wanda, 21543 or 21453. Let the damage run away and then let's go switch to Ghost Rider and then switch to running Ghost Rider for the whole run. Now, this you can try if you can get a better score with this run or not. I'm not sure if you will be able to get the better score. I think you can get a better score with this run, but you will need your Wanda and your Ghost Rider both built nicely. Both built really good, right? Now, one more thing. You don't really have to switch to Wanda. Okay, only switch to Wanda around the roar times after doing the first rotations. So every single time you use Wanda during the roars, you will have the tier 3 skill rotation ready while you do that. So of course she will cancel the roars. So you don't really have to worry about running Satan or something. So go for that lead. So we'll go 2 cancel 1 4 tier 3 here and then 5 3 of course to deal some extra damage, cancel the roar, and of course Ghost Rider will be coming after this rotation, so I'm gonna switch to Ghost Rider without wasting any time. So just of course just run with the Ghost Rider. I found one weird issue, I should say, with this team up though. At the end of the run, when you are reaching the end in the last 30 seconds, I think when you switch to Wanda, your tier 3 skill of Wanda will be ready on after cancelling the roar. Okay, then there is one issue because Ghost Rider is also coming off cooldown. So if your Wanda is not built, I would say press the tier 3 skill, hit the ground, switch to Ghost Rider, and do not switch to Wanda ever again. Okay, I would say this. Ghost Rider with the rage does way more damage than Wanda with the judgment. Yes, if you do have Wanda built way better than your Ghost Rider with a rage or a mighty judgment, I would say yes, you can try switching to Wanda at the end for the tier 3 skill if you guys want to, like 6 seconds before that. You can try that, but that kind of does not work because the Ghost Rider's tier 3 skill also comes off at the end. So it kind of depends on what character you have built. If you have Ghost Rider better build, run with Ghost Rider. If you have Wanda better build, run with Wanda. I think Ghost Rider will still do more damage than Wanda because of that freaking 120% damage increase to villain type's passive from him. Plus, of course, running a rage unless you have a rage on Wanda as well. So you can see it's a tier 3 skill rotation. So we'll go tier 3, cancel, 2 cancel, 1 cancel, 4 5 3, and you will see one more thing here. What I'm talking about. So we'll use the first skill, right? And then we'll go for tier 3 skill available. So I'm just going to use the tier 3 skill. I'm going to go for the Ghost Rider tier 3 skill as well. I know we are losing damage from the Wanda tier 3 skill, but still, I think if I had not done that, I think we could have missed that. Although you guys can try running with Wanda for the tier 3 skill and then switching to Ghost Rider. You can see, if I don't switch to Ghost Rider, I cannot get this last tier 3 skill in with Ghost Rider as well. So I think it's better to run the whole 30 seconds after switching to Wanda at the end with Ghost Rider. I think that's really gonna help you out. Anyway, so the verdict, I would say, if I had a rage or a mighty judgment on my Wanda, I think I can score as good as my Ghost Rider or maybe better. I think better. On my account, which I think I have rage on both the accounts, my Wanda scores very close to my Ghost Rider. Now you would be thinking, why didn't I do the video on that account if that's so close? The reason is that I only have 177% critical damage on that account. So I could not really show that account, and that might not be the best showcase for these characters. Wanda is better than Ghost Rider, but Ghost Rider also is amazing. But you need a better build on Ghost Rider, Wanda. Plus, you need either a Mighty Judgment or a Rage. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about Wanda and Ghost Rider and the team up. Let me know what did you score in the comment section. And as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one.